Guests on Keel appear via the Jack Spring Electric Keel Newsmaker hotline. Joining us for a little bit is Shreveport City Councilman Grayson Boucher. Mr. Grayson, welcome back to Keel. Thanks for taking time. How are you today?
Hey, good morning, y'all. Doing well.
Recycling in Shreveport, the contract, it looks like, is not going to be renewed with Pratt/Republic. And recycling as we know it right now could end at the end of October. Is that accurate or not?
That is 100% accurate. Now, anything above and beyond that, I really don't have a whole bunch of information. But, yes, I learned that last week.
Okay. The contract the city has is with Pratt? Is that accurate?
The contract we have is with Republic, who used to be BFI. They are the ones that pick up the recycling every 2 weeks or every other week. We've been under contract with them for $2.50 for them to pick it up. Now they take it to Pratt, and Pratt is where it's recycled. But the contract is actually with Republic for the recycling to be picked up.
The city has no contract or deal with Pratt at all.
Well, there is somewhat of a deal with Pratt as far as them. There was a deal with the water. We gave them a deal on the water. They were supposed to be giving us a deal on the recycling, and now the water thing is kind of it didn't pass. So it's just a lot. There's so much going on right now, and I don't want to get into the legal because I really, to be honest with you, I don't understand it all. All I can say is to the citizens of Shreveport that the recycling will end at the end of October. The contract is up.
Is the $2.50 monthly fee that the people are paying, is that to someone? Is that not enough? Is the fee being assessed by the Shreveport citizens? Is that part of this? Is this part of the equation?
Well, I think just to put it in layman terms, the way I understand it, Republic was getting the $2.50. They were taking it to Pratt. Pratt was recycling what they could, and the rest was turned into a sludge. And that sludge was sent out to our landfill, which was, had a fee attached to that, which Republic was getting. So they were able to make a little bit of money off of it. But no, I don't see any way that Pratt could do this for $2.50 per household. I mean, not Pratt, but Republic could for $2.50 a household. You just imagine what we pay for our trash pickup.
Mm-hmm.
These trucks are running the same route that our trash pickups are running. We're just doing it every other week. But still, $2.50 is not a whole bunch.
Pratt stopped taking their sludge to the landfill, and that's part of the disagreement between those two companies, right?
In other words, is part of the problem, is there a rift between Pratt and Republic, and are we sort of third wheel in this?
No, I don't think there's a rift between Pratt and Republic. I think that Pratt is not happy with the city for us not renewing our water contract with them. I think that there's some issues there. I don't want to get into a bunch of legal stuff because I really like I said, I don't really understand that part of it that much. I do know that I was in somebody contacted me early last week about the contract with Republic ending, and that we were not going to be able to they were not going to be able to pick up our recycling anymore. And so I immediately got in contact with the Director of Public Works and the CAO, and that is true. There's several different ideas floating around about what we can do. I'll say this, in my neighborhood today, it's recycling day, and there are blue cans lined up and down my street. So I know it's important to the citizens, and I just don't know what we can do between now and October to be able to keep recycling. I just don't think that there's enough time.
Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to play games with this question. I just have to be careful how I word it. If I said to you that we'd heard that the city council, or at least members of the council, wouldn't meet with Republic, what would you say to that?
I will say I have spoken to the manager of Republic 2 or 3 times. Well, probably twice in the last couple of weeks, once by email and once by phone. I don't know. I was told it was more the administration wouldn't meet with them, but I don't know. And here's the thing. We need to have a plan where we go forward from here. We can talk all we want to, but the administration needs to give us a plan. That's kind of where we're at. We need to know where we're going. Are we going to do the recycling ourselves? Are we going to do RFPs? Are we going to there's all kinds of options out there, but we need some direction. But I believe that it's really not the council's place to be trying to negotiate contracts with Republic.
Okay, CAO Henry Whitehorn says in an email, quote, "We also had a conversation with Councilman Boucher regarding outsourcing all solid waste disposal. This would mean my trash pickup." But then he goes on to say, "We're not considering that at this time." That would put a lot of people out of work if you outsourced the entire program, but is it something that we should explore?
The conversation was that I feel like, and there's a couple other council members, and I'll let them speak for themselves, that agree with this. In the situation that the city's in right now, furloughs, we're having to look at all options to be able to just keep our city operating. My conversation with the CAO was, I believe that we should go out for RFPs for privatizing trash pickup along with recycling. And right before budget time, all we're doing is just asking for RFPs. If we analyze the numbers and we look at it and see that Republic can do it for cheaper, or Live Oak could do it for cheaper, or Waste Connections could do it for cheaper than the city's doing it, don't we owe it to the citizens to look at that at budget time? Now, I agree with you whenever you're talking about employees. That is the thing that really bothers me most about doing that. But, according to the director of Public Works, we need packers. Our packers are getting old. Look at them. Y'all hear them going up and down your street. Mm-hmm. They're old. Those are about $125,000 to $200,000 a piece. Where are we going to find the money to fund that? We're either going to have to go up on taxes. We're either going to go up on a trash fee. So my thought was, let's get RFPs. RFPs are just requests for proposals. See what other companies could do it for, and see if it could save the city money. That is not a bad model. Bossier has private trash pickup. Minden has private trash pickup. Mansfield has private trash pickup. Spring Hill has private trash pickup. So why should we not look at that?
Well, they'll say they pay $27 to $30+ in those cities where we're at what, 14 now? What are we at now for trash pickup?
Well, if you include the recycling, we're at about, and I've tried to figure that out because we are subsidizing out of the general fund, mm-hmm. the enterprise fund for trash, for sanitation. So I don't have that exact number, but yes, you're right. You're probably about $14. Yeah.
Okay. If you end recycling, you say
can't. But
okay.
Hold up, Aaron, real quick.
All right.
Let's keep this in mind.
Okay.
If we have to start replacing packers, where are we going to get the money to replace those packers? Mm-hmm. At some point, they're going to start breaking down. We had several in the shop last week. So where are we going to get the money?
Just to clarify, Grayson, by packers, you're talking about the big garbage trucks.
Yeah,
okay.
Truck.
I just want to
clarify. Grayson, if you end recycling, which you said it doesn't look like there's time to get a new recycling company up and going. Are we going to get our $250 a month back? Are y'all going to pass legislation to do that right away?
If we cannot get a contract, I would support doing that. Yes, unless we're going to do it ourselves, unless the city goes in and starts maybe picking it up every other Wednesday in some areas. Yes, I don't. We need to be as transparent as possible with what we do with your money, and yes, I would support that.